Blessings. Can
The
y'all hear
blessing,
me?
blessing, Jay Chase.
Blessings, JK.
Blessings to you, brother.
Jay Case, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
What's popping? What's happening? How we
What's good?
feeling?
What's good?
We feeling great, man.
Good.
Oh, you gonna put on video or you just gonna use audio?
Nah, I'm actually preparing myself to go on video. Just trying to get myself together. Just give me 1 second.
No pressure.
All right, no pressure.
Appreciate y'all.
No problem.
Yeah, we ain't gonna take too much of your time because I know you just came for rehearsrsal.
Yeah,
I know you're
appreciate
tired.
you,
I know you
brother.
like you're about to get on your prayer. You about to get on your prayer cloth. You're about to go in.
You a man? Hey, you a man of the cloth?
Of
Yeah.
course I am. But I'm also very I don't know wait, time out. Who asked that question? First of all,
Me, Prince John Rhodes.
yes, sir. I am absolutely. And I would not say it's an official title or official thing, but it's just been placed upon me over the years. Let's just put it that way.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Awesome. Yeah, but it's always good. It's always good, man. Yo, Hakeem, I saw him on the play. You know, we had your man here too. You had your man Ryan earlier.
We had Ryan up here. We had Ryan up here. Your boy,
we talked to him.
He was bigging you up. He was bigging you up.
Game, man. I was like, yo,
he was bigging
like,
you
yo,
up.
you gotta interview the cast, man.
He said you was the truth.
Listen, I appreciate it, man. I do what I can, man. I want to help out, you know what I'm saying? I've been blessed to be doing this professionally over 15 years.
Awesome.
The experiences that I've been able to share and actually take and be a part of has definitely changed the mode. Oh, come on, man. I like that. Come on now. Come on now.
My bag, man.
Come on now. You know what? You know what? You should have said that to me so I can have my background up. You know?
Yeah. You see, I can do that. See, let me get in my bag right now, man.
I know that's right. That's all right there.
Yeah, you know we love Miss Elmsador here.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, I appreciate it. We appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying?
I love that girl. That girl done checked me a couple times. I love.
Oh yeah.
I love her. She done checked me a couple times. That's my, you know what I'm saying? A nigga die about that. She
the real deal, man. And one thing I will say, and that I've said to her, she is the real deal. Mm-hmm. And I just want to, whatever I have as far as knowledge, wisdom in this industry game, I want to give it to her because it's only going to do nothing but take her to the top. You know what I'm saying? It's going to do nothing but take her to the next level. And
I'm going to ask you, how do you guys meet? Do y'all go to school together or? Wow.
This is the first time I've ever heard and met of Elodie Alcindor.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Very first time. It was a fly-by-way. One of my students, actually, here's a kicker. One of my students was in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And she was Jameson's wife, my big brother. She was my big brother's wife, the nurse, the doctor.
Right.
And she was telling me about this show, and she was like, "Yeah, I got this friend, you know, who was doing this show," and I was like, "Okay, who's this friend?" And then when she showed me who the friend, I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started doing my little research and, you know, my due diligence and seeing what was going on. And one thing about me now, especially within my career and where I'm at within my career, I'm not very, but I'm a lot more specific about the things that I do as far as the different jobs and roles that I take. It's not about getting there quick. It's about the journey, you know. And I want longevity. I don't want nothing quick. Anything quick, you know. You ever had, you know, some pancakes thrown together in less than 2 minutes? Don't come out right. You know. You ever had, you know, your mom's favorite chili or her that favorite dish? She be out there cooking all day. You know, let things slow cook. letting the juices and the ingredient and all the flavor feel. And that's what my journey is about. At first I had that mind frame of, yeah, I gotta get there. I gotta get there. Craziest thing was I had that mind frame for most of my life, even after I felt like I started getting more successful in the industry. So once I started seeing myself on another level, I still was just like, yeah, nah, I'm still not there. Craziest thing is the same student that I have, her classmate actually was on Broadway. So that was one of my kids. He did Hamilton, the National Broadway tour of Hamilton. So he's doing other shows, and then I have a younger cousin by the name of Curtis Holland, who was on So You Think You Can Dance, which is another show that I also went on too. He went in for tap. Me and him are tap dancers, taught by his father. So he was doing shuffle along. So I've been placed in and around these people for specific reasons, and I just had to come to grips and come to find out what that was. So I say all of that to say to bring it back to the full circle of Elodie by saying, after all these years and having my kids, seeing my students, do their thing, and for her to refer me, and she was like, yeah, let me tell him come in. Let me see what he got, you know. And she was just like, yeah, let me see what he got. I'm open. Let me see what he got. So when I went in and I did my role, she was like, okay. So I took that as a good note. And before you know it, we started working, and ever since then, traveling on that journey, making things happen and bringing it to fruition to what you guys been able to witness.
But let's start from the beginning. Also, you already know how we get down, man. Thank you guys for tuning in KI Culture Radio. This is your man, Ronnie Ron.
Prince Hakeem.
It's your boy, New Jordan. Let's go. Let's get it.
Well, we don't need no introduction. You already see Jay Case is already at the case. You see, he already moving, he already going in, he already got people engaged. So my first question to you, Jay, what made you get into acting? Because acting is very challenging profession. Not a lot of people become successful, but when I saw you on that stage play, and I saw you how you control the crowd, you got everybody engaged, you got everybody laughing. Even me, I was on the top floor. You probably heard me laughing so hard. I was like, how do you get people that engaged? Because that takes a talent, a gift, because not everybody is able to do that.
Very good question. I just want to say it was a gift from God, man. I take no credit for what you see. Although he has blessed me with it, it's my job to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? And to use it in the right way and allow it to manifest for those around, which is how I'm able to do what you see.
During your long acting career, was there let's say, do you have like a proudest moment or achievement that you did in your acting career?
One of my proudest moments. Not for me per se on stage, but to find out that my kids are on Broadway, family that I've worked with on Broadway, and to know that I've had an influence in that. That's one of my most proudest moments, because with what I do, I'm not only a brand, but I have a brand, and that's my theater company, as well as my promotional talent agency and my school. So everything that I do, I teach, so that's one of my proudest things about me, is giving back, and basically just kind of sharing with the community and letting them know, listen, these gifts that we are blessed with are not our own. So we can't be stingy with it. We got to be able to give it back and put it back into the world.
No, definitely. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
While doing this play, did you bring any of your personal experiences to your acting?
Absolutely. All the time. All the time. Me and Donovan's role is actually almost, his life is almost the same in a lot of instances. But which is why I was able to connect to him so much more quicker, and easily, as I would say, as an artist, it still had some difficulty within it and some difficult moments, because it's actually having to go back and revisit those moments and bring those emotions back up. And sometimes as an artist, that could be a double-edged sword. You know, sometimes we often can get trapped in those moments and not find our way out, i.e., some of the legendary, iconic people, which some of us may know have fallen, you know, into those depressive states, like great genius, amazing, amazing mind, Robin Williams. Heath Ledger, the Joker, he got stuck in that mind frame. Joaquin Phoenix, it's another one. But he's still here. It's just, if you see some of the traits and some of the characters and roles that a lot of these people have played, they're still somewhat attached to it. Especially if you have done a show, and here's where the real reverse blade sword comes out as far as technique wise. You go into a show for a full season as this one character, not knowing whether this show gonna hit or flop. Let's just say this show hits. Guess what? You doing this character for over 10 years. So what you think about to happen? It becomes your regular life. Just like the guy Wilbur. I can never remember his last name, but his first name's Wilbur. And he's from That 70s Show. He plays the role of Fess. And he has this crazy, interesting little accent that he does. And he's been doing that for so long that even the way he uses his mouth to create these words and to create this character, when you see him in other roles, he still kind of has that. Because the body gets used, and it's muscle memory. So now that's where a lot of your training will come in. So as far as that, that's what that is. I could talk for days. Let me shut up. Go ahead. I'm ready for more questions. I like this.
And now that I want to ask you a question too, because of course you are a man. How do you feel to be led by a woman who is a director, which you already know, Illinois? You know, some guys be like, yo, I don't want a woman directing me. I don't want a woman telling me what to do. In your experience, how do you feel to be led by a woman in the stage play?
I'm gonna tell you something interesting. I was groomed by a woman. I graduated from Miami Northwestern Senior High School under the direction of Charlotte Seward. She was on the road and she was known as T. She was big in the industry. She did the backgrounds for, I can never remember that group, but that whole, it's a disco song. She's one of those voices on that background. And they was hitting the road, did stuff with Kool and the Gang and all these people. And she's also an actress. Amazing. And she knows her stuff. And actually, man, now that I think about it, y'all, I'm about to make some people mad. I had one male my whole life. When it came to training, to train me in theater. Even when I danced, I had one male. Every instructor I've come through was a woman.
That's crazy. That's dope, though. That's crazy, though.
That is.
So that should let that should tell a lot of people, or should I say that should tell people a lot about a lot without saying a lot. You know, it's really interesting, and I just call it the blessings of a woman.
Preach.
That's what it is. It's the blessings of a woman, but by the power and the gift of God. So that's why I look in it, and that's what I take that as. You know what I'm saying? I look at it in that light, and I bump what everybody else say. Them niggas don't mean nothing. Whatever. I mean, y'all just y'all just flies on the wall to me. You know what I'm saying? And what I like to tell people is, we have a great conversation. This is beautiful conversation until things start really manifesting and we start putting, the pen to the pad and putting that groundwork in, lacing up them bootstraps. Because I am definitely one to do that. So, yeah, I love it. And if you ask that question, how does it feel to be led by a woman? I love it. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to put this in a relationship sense, a worldly sense, because this ain't just about the career. This kind of teaches you something beyond that. And that's what makes me so great as a teacher, because I'm an educator. You missed it. The woman educator, aka the nurturer. I come home from work. What we said in the show, we all like a nice clean house, like food come home, like our feet rub, you know what I'm saying?
And on-demand sex.
You feel me? So you already know, you understand. But no, for real, man. There's a saying that goes, when you got a wife or you got a woman in your life, that's there rocking with you. You listen to your woman, you never go wrong.
That is true.
That's true. It's true.
So if I was to say that, I will also say something to the twin of that, and its identical twin. Its name is Happy Wife, Happy Life. So at the end of the day, yeah, I like it. I love it. It makes me better in every way, shape, form, or fashion as a man. That was something from my show. So yeah, little one-liner from the show.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to ask you, how did your significant other thought about the play, and how'd you play the role? Or
good question.
Yeah,
that's a good question. Look, you got him laughing. That's a good.
How did she feel? You know what I mean? Because I wanted to ask your boy that, but he wasn't. I didn't know if he was in a serious.
He said he was single. Remember, he said he was single.
So
yeah,
he was single. You know what I mean? You being a man of the cloth and you being a man in a serious relationship, I know this is a conversation that had to come up in your career.
Oh, that's juicy. Good question.
I bring it up. What you mean? I bring it up. I'm Jameson. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you gonna do for me today? What we doing? No, it's okay. Cool. We all right. Cool. Yeah, I rock with that. Let's do that. And there are times, yeah, she actually came to me after the show. I ain't gonna spray her too hard. That's my baby.
Wow.
But I'm definitely about to give y'all a little bit. It's basically, hi, sir. I'm doing an interview. Can you? So yes. Sorry about that.
No, that's no problem.
The young prince. But yeah, man. It literally came to me. It was like, yo, am I lazy? Are we good? Because it makes the women reevaluate. Even a lot of my friends, my female friends that I have come, my colleagues that I work with. Hey, bring your man to the show. Bring your husband to the show. You don't like your baby daddy? Good. Bring him to the show. You want to make him mad? Come on, bring him to the show. Dress up, look nice for him, do all that, bring him to the show. That's how you get him. Bring him on through, let him see. Because at the end of the day, it was a couple that actually came in that was actually upset. They was actually going through a little spat.
Oh, wow.
It was similar to Jameson's spat. As far as not being there and just one track minded, always on the grind, always on the go, the one that feel extra independent. Oh, I don't need you. Like in the show, Lauren tells him, you're not my dad or the man who signs my paychecks. When he
Right.
told her that, yo, as your husband, I don't think you know what I'm saying, should go back to the work until, the baby get here.
Right.
So when she did that, I was like, yeah, see, that's what we need. We need to expose both sides. And that's one thing that I also want to just kind of point out that she did a really great job on, because I really thought this thing was going to be a little biased. I ain't going to even lie. And it was just because of, and I don't mean no disrespect by it. I just want you to know that it's just a natural nature of your species. This is just who you are, whether you're male or female. As a writer, there is going to be some sense of being biased, and it's just in the, in that state, that natural state. But overall, man, capture some really, really, yeah, man, capture some really good stuff.
But surprised me in that play, I was telling Hakeem and Jordan, surprised me in this play, you can see that it was a sold out crowd. I say majority of them was women.
Yeah.
Was women. Like they was coming there like to re-educate themselves in the aspect of why do men cheat. Of course, I'm gonna ask you that question at the end, like your breakdown of that. But
Mhm.
it's just seeing that how women are concerned about the man's well-being, because it was packed out with nothing but women. That what shocked me. I was like, wow, I thought it was gonna be men, but it was like nothing but women there and stuff like that. And I want to ask you, as an actor, how do you engage in a crowd like that? Because some people want to be actors, like probably gonna tune into the show and be like, hey, I want to be an actor just like Case. How can I engage myself to the audience the way you did?
Once you connect to the character and you find and you know the storyline and you know what it's about, you will have those moments, and you will be able to experience and see those moments, that you will be able to share with the audience. You will be able to feel that, especially by being tapped into your character. Oftentimes a lot of people ask me, for instance, just so that you can understand, for me, a lot of people ask me, "Oh, Case, like, how you feeling?" And this is before a show. I don't know. Ask me when the lights go up. And I mean that. People be thinking I be trying to be funny, but I don't know. I be trying to get myself together. Because honestly, I be nervous as hell. I mean, as hell. Really, really nervous. So once I connect with my character, and once Case meets character, I allow him to take over, but in training, to be able to connect with the audience, you have to first know how to connect to your own character, because how can you connect to the audience if you don't know who your character is, or how to make your character relatable to the audience? Because that's how you reach your audience, finding ways to be relatable. Theater is nothing but a extensive dramatization of real life. That's all it is. So you're reenacting a moment. That's why a lot of people's like, Jeff, dog, I think you crazy for real. I was like, what you mean? Oh, because you watching First 48, or you watching, what it is, Scarred, or all these other that do reenactments. Why? I'm studying. I don't watch it for the entertainment. I can care less if Pookie killed his best friend because he wanted to hug his girl. I don't care about that. I want to see the work that's being displayed, because I want to know, am I able to connect with this story with the people that they're using? What can I see in the eyes or in the face of that person or that actor that will show me, okay, they're pulling this moment? Because you cannot live in the moment if you never lived the moment. I'm gonna say that one more time. You can never Live the moment. Prince looking like, what? You can never live in the moment if you have never lived the moment. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. People's like, yes, you can. If you tell me yes, you can to a certain extent, you cannot. Because there's no end point.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stopping point. You either go all the way through or you don't go at all. Okay. So in many ways, in a lot of senses, when it comes to that,
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people that I'm teaching, either you are Donovan or you. There's no in between. So to say that, I say, hey, take your moments. What is something that have made you feel this way that this character feels? And I do exercises with them. And these exercises can actually help you tap in quick. Which is why I don't know if I did it on the night you came, Ronnie, but the prayer scene, which was scene 8, I did it on the last 2 nights. The very last night was unexpected because it happened to me twice that day, and which was basically me crying.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to cry, the first time I did it. So I was like, cool. I wanted to see what the audience reaction is going to be. Because I was definitely living in that moment from moments that I've had where I spoke to my parents. Because Sunday, I was the scene with the parents before we started praying and stuff, and how my parents was talking to Donovan and blah, blah, blah. So when the mom was talking to me and she said, look at me, immediately I was able to pull a moment from my mother. Because I literally did have somebody disrespecting me like that.
Damn.
I did.
Man.
For real?
I was, believe it or not, my brother, I was a doormat. Yeah. I was a doormat.
We always there.
A lot of good men was doormats before they came savages.
Yep.
That's true.
Mhm.
I just chose not to become.
Especially when you grow up in the hood. Remember, he came from Northwestern, so he already know what type of.
Yeah.
You already know.
Shit, I know. I exactly know you from the trenches.
You feel me?
Charles
and then on top of that, my folks, yeah. See, my old, that's the hood for me.
Yeah.
The subs, PSU, all that. I walk all over there. All over there. Poker beans. Back in the days when the Scots was up, Scott Projects.
Yeah.
I had some of that life too. So I know. You know what I'm saying? Lincolnfield, all that. Trust me. Understand you me. I'm a city boy for real.
Yeah.
My old girl was part of the reason why Drew is even a magnet school. My talent I got from my mom, bro. Everything you guys have been able to witness comes from my mother, and she's still an actress. I'm about to get her back out here. She think it's a game, but she finna come back.
Good.
But yeah.
I want to go back what Ronnie was saying. There was a lot of women who went to come see this play, and my question is this: do you feel like if more women see plays like this, do you think they'll maybe have the mindset of seeing what the man want in a relationship? Because I feel like there's sometimes that women, when they go into a relationship like that, they go to other women to find out what's wrong instead of going to the man and asking, what
directly.
Good question.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna put a hell. Can we cuss on here?
Yeah.
Hell, fuck yeah. Goddamn. Yeah. I need y'all to know how serious I am. Y'all understand? Jesus know what's up. But listen, for real, yes. I mean, goddamn it, yes. Because that's what befuddles us as men. Like, yo, my nigga, I am right here. What you going to your friend for? Your friend don't sleep next to you. Your friend don't do what I can do to you for you. You understand? You come to me at night. You lay with me. You lay up under me. Your snot is all up on my titty because you feeling how you feeling. You in your feelings. So talk to me. Don't talk to them. I.e., let's go back to what our mama told us. What happens in my house, what stays in my house. So at the end of the day, you going to your bestie about anything regarding us. We losing already. What are we doing? We losing.
Preach.
Hey, you speaking facts, brother.
Yes, go ahead, Hakeem.
I said no, I say you speaking facts. You know what I mean? And I think that I like that you know what I mean. Elodie was here when we had the conversation, and she was explaining her mind frame on getting into this, and I was very happy to see that and to hear you speak and to hear that speak. It does point to the point that we're in a different conversation, and now we want to hear what's on a man's mind to understand why do men cheat, why do men have options, and or start to execute their options. And really, and really, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Hopefully this can be a catalyst to help foster good relationships with your partners.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And my brother spoke about how well you act on there, and I can't wait to see it. I had to work and to see your greatness. Now I do want to ask you this.
Yes.
Been on your page. I see you got a lot. You seem like you're a multi-dimensional person. Plus,
yes,
you know one of my favorite dudes in the world.
Who?
Southern Boy.
That's my uncle.
Love that dude.
That's family. That's family right there.
Listen, love him.
Yeah, that's my family for real. That's my family.
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember the movie he did where
Bloodline.
Bloodline. I was supposed to be in that movie.
Me too.
I
was on tour.
Really? I can't, man. Wow, you be holding out on me,
listen. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So that's why I was like, when I go check everybody's page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I like to. So you come
that's
from
family right there.
No, solid, real street nigga too.
Yeah.
Real street, like real.
That's why I start poker beans, 65th 30. Yeah, that's family. That's why I say I can go wherever.
but one thing I love about your uncle is that he ain't never been no bully, always been respectful. He's just not the
very
guy
humble
to be played with. So the point I want to get is this: with all these elements you got, and you know what I mean, you're an actor, you're an artist, you're a martial arts person. You know what I mean? You're very multi-dimensional with this. You know what I mean? Where do you see yourself after this play? Where does this go to? And maybe I don't know if you might give us some trade secrets if there's a part 2, 3.
I don't know about that part, but what I can tell y'all, gentlemen, though, is lay around for a one-man show.
Yeah.
I will say that there is going to be a one-man show, and it's about to be pretty interesting because it's going to involve entertainment. Let's just put that's the best way for me to sum it up, because as you have seen, I do a lot. Also do stunt coordination, circus and acrobatics. So I'm a high flyer. Even though I don't like heights, I still do the crazy stuff. But I'm also an artist. I'll be getting ready to drop some music. But after this, it's a lot of projects that's coming out. It's a lot of things that's getting ready to start popping off soon, and might even do a little mini concert. A couple of my songs, depending, how it's received. If they received well, I may do some charitable work, and definitely put that towards an organization. But yeah, I have a one-man show, and I'll be looking to put that on soon. Yeah, I don't want to get too much away from it or with it, but y'all about to see some stuff. Let's just put it that way. If you think that this stage play was something, to be honest with you, at that time I was actually even going through something spiritually at that time. So I wasn't able to fully commit how I normally know I would. And
really, it seemed like you was very committed. I couldn't tell.
Listen, when I got it, I got it. I'm committed. I stay committed. I go all the way through. But as far as to me being further into the character and the embodiment of the character, I could have been a lot more further. I feel personally. But other than that, when I find, like I told everybody else, I won't know how I'm gonna be until I meet this guy. You know what I'm saying? And like when I met him, I literally met him where we talking at. And I just was going over my lines, and people would look at me crazy when I do it in rehearsal because I would practice different ways of sitting. I'd just be switching positions, and he was like, "What the hell is wrong with this man?" People was like, "Jeff, you dope as hell, but you weird as hell, dog." So you know what I'm saying? But it's just I'm a method actor, and I also take my craft serious. So yeah.
But my final question for me, like I asked the last guest, which you already know mine, why do good men cheat?
I know why.
Now, you can call it cheat, you can call it mistake, you can call it whatever you want to address it as.
Exercising options.
Whatever you want to address it as. we gonna put it whatever you want to address it as. Because all of those would basically stem down to the foundation of different reasons. And it's not an excuse. And this is what a lot of people fail to realize because they choose to listen to what they want to listen to out of context. So don't listen to hear, listen and pay attention with understanding and an open heart and open mind to comprehend what's being said to you. So at the end of the day, I say that to say this. When it comes to a man, mistake, whatever you call it, vulnerability, depression, neglect, heartbreak,
preach,
silent conversations. I mean, I can keep on rolling, and I'm not saying, and this is why I said what I said earlier. I'm not saying this to say that those are excuses to make, because can't no one make you do anything. What people got to understand is, excuse me, in these senses, the flesh becomes very weak. And when the flesh becomes very weak and you're banging, for instance, great example. Ronnie is banging my heel with the back of this chair. And I'm about to explode. He don't know that he hitting me and messing me up until I do what? Yo, bro, you hitting me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can you watch? You know what I'm saying? Move it over here. Appreciate it. Versus, this nigga hit me again. Well, I'm finna tee off on this motherfucker. Boy. You see us, we come to you, something's wrong. You know your dude. Especially if you've been with him for a year. You should know him well enough.
Yeah.
You can never fully know a person, no. Which is why there's always room for growth and improvement. Which is why those people that been in a relationship for 50, 40 plus years, they still working. They're still improving. There's still things they're doing to grow. Which is why the pot becomes sweeter for them. So with that being stated, it's a couple of different reasons that can induce the birthing of the birthing labor of cheating. Because when a man feels like he's not heard, what's gonna happen? When a man feel like, man, this bitch don't get, she don't give a damn.
You gonna look elsewhere.
And sometimes, even good men, we ain't gotta look elsewhere. Guess what'll happen in that moment? And it's crazy because it's called life. It's gonna come to you. And in many cases, it's also a test for you.
Wow.
Are you really what you say you are? Are you really trying to be what you say you want to be? Let's see. And if you are, but you can't make that decision, and you say that, or you say that you can't, because I don't like the word can't. I tell my kids at my martial arts school, tell me you can't, that means you want 1,000 push-ups. Yeah, my way. But yeah, you say that you're unable to, bro. You got to be able to change the narrative, change the mindset, be open. And I'm not just saying for the women, I'm saying for the men too. Because sometimes with us keeping our mouths closed, we hit and stump our own toe. We fuck ourselves up. Gotta learn. Who are you?
Mic drop.
Shit, boy, he dropping gem. Boy, drop mic. So Jay, how can the people find you? How can the people subscribe to you? How can people look up what's coming new? Tell the people how can they find you?
Yep. Social media platforms. I'm J Case. Social media, Instagram, starting with that. That is _J _Case, CASE _official. I am public. You will be able to see, all of the things I have coming up. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. Next week on the 8th, August 8th, I have a stage play reading called Passover. I just got out of rehearsal from that thing tonight. Tonight was the first night. The script is crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all that the script is crazy. And it's beautiful at the same time, because the show that we just did touched on a lot of the things that we don't really talk about, and this is another one that's going to talk about more situations as far as our mentality as a Black folk. So yeah, it's about to be real serious. Facebook also, my artist page, J Case. You find me on there. I also have a YouTube. I'm reconstructing that. But if you want to go and see what I got now, which is a couple of things, some music videos that I've also been a part of, choreographed, and a commercial that I was also in as well. And that was in shipped to Nigeria. So I'm actually on billboards and stuff in Nigeria. So from the drink Maltina. But on there, my channel is, of course, J Case, J.Case, CASE. And nope, don't got a Twitter, because I'm just not big on the Twitter. I'm just not gonna even lie to you. But I got the TikTok. I got some things coming through for the TikTok, because I actually have a few things I'm getting ready to do. I keep making this artist a promise that I'm gonna be doing something to his videos, and he just don't believe me no more. But I gotta start putting some stuff back out there. Gotta start putting some choreo out there. But yeah, I will definitely be dropping more content. I'll always try to make sure I have something. I've actually started doing this little thing, and I've done a survey where I'll be doing, little 1-2 minute monologues, throwing some work out there. So have something for you guys to be able to enjoy.
Man, awesome, man. Thank you, Jay, for coming on the show, man. Guys, thank you for tuning in to Care Culture Radio. Remember, we go live each and every Sunday, 7:30 Eastern time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell on the right-hand side. You know how we get done. You see, we got my man Jay Case here. We're going to have many more. Thank you for tuning in. Care Culture Radio, we out.
We out. Peace.
Peace.
Hey.